Greetings from Biafra land, Umuchukwu. News update. Those enforcing sit at home and the instigators will definitely face prosecution in the ICC, International Criminal Court. That's according to the governor of Enugu State. Now, the update on this. The governor of Enugu State, Peter Mba, has vowed to ensure that the enforcers of the sit at home or the promoters must surely face prosecution before the International Criminal Court designated in The Hague, Netherlands. According to him, they must appear to answer for the crimes against humanity they have committed. That's what the governor is saying now. Of course, Governor of Enugu State Mba spoke during a press conference held at the government house on Friday night on the sit-at-home order. Of course, it was declared by the people of the Southeast to press home their demand to release the leader of the IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. But the governor of Enugu State said, look, this sit-at-home has paralyzed economic activities in his state. He called on the media to help him carry propaganda that will enable him stop the sit-at-home. That is what the man is saying. He said the media should help him to do what? If not to carry propaganda. Because as we are speaking, the governor has arrested a particular journalist. Yes. Who carried a particular news titled the enforcement of sit-at-home and how the Air Force responds. That was the man's offense. Yes, he was reporting the enforcement of the sit-at-home and how the Navy or the Air Force was responding. And today, he's been clamped in detention. Police has gotten him arrested at the behest of the governor of Enugu State. Let me quote part of the statement of the governor of Enugu State, Mr. Peter Mba. I quote now. The truth is that we have won the actual war against sit-at-home enforcers and murderers out to destroy Enugu State and Igbo land. We have unleashed the security forces resources on them, and they have been thoroughly defeated and discomfited. Because they no longer have the capacity to unleash terror on lives and property of Ndi Enugu. That is why they have now resorted to scaremongering, peddling of fake news and all manner of dramas to instill fear in our people and control their minds and actions. We practice democracy. We can never allow murderers and terrorists to dictate to us. We must not allow those who do not have the mandate of the people dictate for us how to live our lives, when to go out, when to close our businesses, and when to sit at home. What we are facing now are media terrorists using the social media to instigate fear and peddle fake news. We must not allow them to succeed. It is totally unacceptable. Nobody can make you inferior without your consent. These hoodlums are very few compared to our numbers. We cannot be taking instructions from hooligans. We must not allow those without our mandate tell us how to live our lives. We have a duty to ensure that we flush them out in all directions. They have no stake in the affairs of our state. It is therefore our responsibility to reorientate our people to start coming out and going about their normal businesses. We have a duty to kill fake news and counter it with our superior pen and media. Therefore, as we are living here, we must begin to tell our people the right thing, that nobody can make them inferior without their consent, that we can't be cowed by the cowardly acts of a few people, end of quote. Now, this is the part of his statement I've just quoted. Now, look at what he's saying. That they have won. Is there anything like war going on in Enugu State? From the last time we checked, there's nothing like war. So what's the essence of saying we have won? We are winning. Who is winning? Who is losing? Look, people are saying the government did something wrong. They went to Kenya and abducted someone who has the British passport, a citizen of United Kingdom, a British citizen. on flimsy accusations, of which the Court of Competent Judicial in Nigeria have declared him free of that criminal charges. The United Nations on Human Rights and Arbitrary Detention have said so, that the government of Nigeria and Kenya committed atrocity, crime against humanity. So he should go and drag Nigerian government and Kenya to ICC, Hague. That's the people that have committed crime against humanity. The federal government of Nigeria, the government of Kenya under Uhuru Kenyatta, and the government of Nigeria under Buhari committed this crime. Okay? Now, in Nigeria today, you have a President Bola Tinubu. In Kenya, you have Ruto. So these guys are complicit because that is, government is continuing. Yes. So they have inherited these liabilities. If not, but this Tinubu should be hasty enough to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, but we understand the angle the governor is coming from. He is an interim governor, because he knows what he has done with NYC certificate forgery. The scandal is there, and he has not done enough to extricate himself from that entanglement, that scandal of certificate forgery of the NYC, because the NYC, they are all out to prosecute him. The witnesses are there, they are bringing evidence to make sure that they prove their point that Governor of Enugu State did not serve, but he has certificate. That is it. You've seen it. So they say the certificate in his parading is forged document. And so he is trying to ally himself with the center so that they will protect him, so that they will tell the NYC to stop the prosecution. And that is why you see him, dangling. Okay? He is just like a man being drowned. So he is trying to hold on to anything possible he can hold on to get himself out of the drowning or the water, the deep of the water. But what we are saying for the international community to understand is this. We continue to say it and say it. In Southeast Nigeria, the people decided to stay at home. The government is forcing them out to go out. And that is what is happening. They are calling those people non-state actors. Whereas the people on their own account have said, we have to stay at home. Because the Court of Competent Judicial in Nigeria have said the man whom they are holding, at DSS hell, committed no crime. The Court of Competent Judicial have told the government of Nigeria to compensate the leader of the IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and apologize to him on the pages of newspaper, national dailies. And so what else? And you are still keeping him. You are delaying the court processes and everything. And so this man has large followers. United Nations have come and waded in and said, look, this is what's supposed to be done. And they have said it, point blank. And so government refused to do it. And that is why you see the people who are saying we are going to sit at home. We must protest by sitting at home. We will not go and kill anybody. We will not go and burn houses. We will not go and kill police. We will only sit at home to protest, to register grievances. And these so-called state actors, these police, the army, DSS, they are the one causing commotion and confusion everywhere, so that they will blackmail IPOB, so that they will continue to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention facility. That is what they're doing. So we're happy that the international community, they're understanding all these things. They know what is happening. All these things are blackmail to say that people are murderers. They are enforcing it at home. They are murderers. You are winning them. There's no war. If there's anything like war, you're the one causing it. And you are saying you are winning, you are losing. Nobody's winning, nobody's losing. All we're saying is that release the leader of the IPOB. He did nothing wrong. UN have said it. A Court of Competent Judicial in Nigeria. That's the appellate court. That's the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, have said it. They have declared him free of all the charges. They said they have, declared him released. They have said, look, he has been discharged and acquitted. That's the statement of those panel of judges. So that is it. So the governor of Enugu State is running. His shadow is pursuing him. He knows what he did, and so he wants to run to Tinubu, to Nigeria, the government at the center, so to tell them that he's against Igbos, so that they will do what? They will allow him to stay in the office for another 4 years, for a 4-year term, of course.